This is Darrell with Quantum Light Consciousness. Today we're going to talk about supercharging your vibration. You have a myriad of different types of higher selves. You have a lot of different types of species, humanoid, reptoid, feline, insectoid types of beings who are both, humanoid and a mix of extraterrestrial DNA types. These different types of beings on your soul stream have different types of purposes for being involved with your specific soul frequency. A lot of the stuff I figure out, and I just like to make a video and just shoot it and just tell you what I've learned from it. So the way to do it is basically just to utilize one of the higher selves that you want to be most as, who you want to reflect most. It can be like your Lyran version, your Andromedan version, your Arcturian version, your high angelic version, your Palladian version, or so on. There's so many different types of aspects of higher dimensional beings who are with you every single day of your life, whether you realize it or not. So this is more of an advanced video. I like to get into the super consciousness of an aspect ratio to human vessel, because I feel like there's not enough stuff talking about real talk, multidimensional quantum consciousness issues going on in the collective. There's a lot of people who are actually activated and who don't make a single video at all ever. I don't know why, but I'm not judging, of course, but it just needs to be said and spread. And there's a lot of people doing a lot of great work out there who are very activated and don't even realize it. So big ups to you guys. So getting into those higher aspects and integrating those aspects is a very, very, very important thing to do. I made another video, the first video I made on actually integrating an aspect, merging an aspect, was supercharging your inner child. That video was basically my experience when I first merged with my highest cosmic self, my Lyran self, his inner child. When you do that, that's great, and this is the next best thing you could do. This is actually the second best thing you could do, besides having an inner child within you, inside your vessel, at the control pad, literally helping you through your life and helping you heal your trauma and blow through all the garbage that you have to deal with as far as emotional trauma and energetic trauma of others and all types of shit in the ether. Supercharging your vibration by mirroring your highest light version of your higher self is it's very beneficial, because it's going to overall spark an increase in your energetic intelligence. Your frequency is going to elevate and be more educated. Okay, that's huge. When you do this, you're going to not want to engage in lower level vibrational activities any longer. If you have a low level activity that you like to do every single day of your life, like smoke or drink, or engage in some type of negative act. Maybe you like to scream at the TV, on Sports Center, whatever it is, you don't have, you're gonna figure out, that's probably not even me doing that. That's probably a shadow aspect, shadow egoic version of myself stepping into my vessel and just jabbering off, or just pulsing me with negative frequency signals to make me go and want to pick up the cigarettes. You're gonna be able to spot that out and really enhance your overall awareness of clairsentience. Their main purpose is to be with you for the highest intent of evolutional involvement in your time that you spend incarnated here on planet Earth. So when you work with these beings, You get to actually increase your vibration to meet them up where they're at without them actually having a physical body, because technically you are their walking biological version of self. So if you were to accept the fact that you have different types of higher versions of yourself who are not in this dimension, you'd be able to meet with this being and vibe as them, as an alternate version of them in the third dimension. So, to do this, okay, what you can do is just, you have your sphere, okay? You have your sphere of influence, you have your sphere of consciousness, of energy. You want to make that mirror reflective, first off. Second off, you want to target your higher self of your choosing. So you call your higher self in, and whoever you choose, you don't even have to call them in if you know where they're located. If you can just speak to them, like if you ever speak to your higher self wherever they're at, just know that your light higher self is based off of your left side. So anywhere up and to the left, wherever they're at, depending on what range of dimension that they're in, you honestly don't even have to know what exact dimension that they reside in. You just say, I choose to mirror your vibrational frequency, and what they'll do is they'll send you some energy, and all you have to do is just mirror it back as like a filter. Okay, so what you're doing is basically creating a conduit. You're creating like an infinity conduit as like you reflect off their energy, and you kind of like become more of their essence. Okay, that's the beautiful thing about consciousness. Like, you can literally mirror exactly what you want to be and who you want to be on the inside, how you want to feel on the inside. And as you do this, you'll become more of a walking embodiment of your higher self in the physical. It's great. Like, you walk around and you have the eyes of a high angelic literally behind your eyes, and you're looking at like stuff going on, and you're like, I can't believe this shit is still happening. I can't believe like the planet is still in this actual like state of degradation. So as you mirror your higher self superconsciousness, their superconsciousness begins to expand within yourself. You begin to unravel your own DNA from within the core of your own being. Alright? Now, you can picture that how you ever want it to look, however that looks to you. Just picture like, the synapses in your mind just unraveling from like density that's already been there from the past couple decades or, years of your life, however old you are. And your energy field will literally start to blossom. It's going to start to enhance, it's going to start to unfold, and it's going to start to bloom, basically like a huge flower. Like, literally, it's not a game. Like, it's literally real life stuff, guys. Like, you call down a multidimensional being, and that being will send you energy, send you light, send you love, send you the frequency of their own soul. Like, they're a living being standing right in front of you. Like, people are like literally the way they are because of multidimensional aspects. Like, you think like, everybody has only seen or felt anything that has only existed in the physical realm. That is not true. That's entirely false. Like, every single person is a multidimensional being, whether they realize it or not. And they have many multidimensional aspects inside their suit, inside their vessel, whether they realize it or not. Honestly, they don't realize it, most of them, because they're just not willing to look at it, and they don't look at it because others are not willing to look at it. So if a person doesn't realize that they're being puppeted or controlled by a multidimensional being, then they're going to continue to be controlled, by the being who decides to pop into their body every time they're triggered, every time they feel anxious, afraid, scared, or whether or not they get their kicks or thrills from, having fun, then you might have a positive being running that vessel or not. It's not always just negative. So, it depends on your awareness and your preference on who you want to reflect on your soul stream and how you can bring that out in your physical life, whether you choose to or not. Because after you do it, you have a lot more etheric awareness and space within yourself. You're going to feel a lot more. You're going to transcend your level of experience of what you've been allowing yourself to go through. You're going to want to get into higher vibrational things. You're going to want to find higher vibrational people. You're going to want to travel, and you're going to want to do those activities all at once. It's a great thing, because when you start to awaken, you really start to awaken more to your potential of, who you are and who you should be and who you have the right to develop into, because it all comes down to self-worth. Like, when you see yourself as worthy enough to literally supercharge your vibration and carry that vibration without guilt of your environment, no matter what, the old fraudulent traditional education system, the banking system, the corporate America system tells you, the more you're going to be empowered by who you are and who you realize that you're going to be, regardless of these false paradigms that exist that we all have to live through. So, peace and love. I hope this helps. Connect with your highest self, your cosmic self, or your higher angelic version, and take counsel and guidance from them, because they'll hook you up, literally, with reflections from a wise and experienced level from eons of lifetimes. And they're always there when you need them. So peace and love, and I'll talk to you soon. Also, if you guys would like a session, I do sessions at quantumlight.net, healing, intuitive coaching, and energy reading. Thanks so much.